Yes, this is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2021 Keystone Bullet Ultralight model 287 QBS. Okay, I'm on the door side of the trailer walking towards the rear. You can see you have power stabilizer jacks. Okay, the front, the switches to operate them are a little bit up farther up front. I'll show you when we get there. This is an outside kitchen. So you've got a like a dorm refrigerator that works on AC power. And then you have a grill right here. Hopefully you can see all this with this right there. Keep in mind, this is a quick connect fitting here for your LP line. Okay, so that would, let's see if you can see it there with the red, with the yellow cap on it there. That's where you hook it up to the female quick connect. Okay, so you got to plug in the gas before you can use your outside cooktop. Okay, so what we've got here, you have a power awning, 2 outside speakers. This is just for putting a TV outside. You've got power, you've got coaxes through, and there's actually a mounting plate behind there. So you got, if you want to use a bracket, you could you'd have a secure place to mount it. Okay. Your steps fold inside of the trailer. You adjust the legs, the length of the leg, just by pulling these pins. There's one on each side. All right. Okay, so you have a dump hose, and you have your power cord there. And let's see what else we got here. Okay, turn that on. Okay. That switch turned on your front LED strip. Let's see if we can see it here. I'm having a hard time seeing the monitor in this light. There we go, that's better. Okay. Alright, so you got a power tongue jack. Now keep in mind, if this was ever to fail, you can pull this rubber cap off and use a 3/4 inch socket or crank in order to raise and lower it. This is a kill switch for your battery, so you can always disconnect it from the trailer system just by flipping that switch. Two LP tanks full, deep cycle marine battery. This is just a hookup if you wanted to add a solar panel just to charge your battery. That's what that's for. See if we got anything over here. Okay, so this is your water station here. Of course, you have this quick connect hose here, right? Which plugs in right here. You can put your water heater in bypass mode, winterize, and everything right from here, so you don't have to go to the back of the water heater. You even got an intake port for the antifreeze. That is your fresh water fill right there. So if you wanted to fill your onboard fresh water tank, let's say you're going to a campground that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank and use the onboard pump to pump it. Now this one here is the city water connection. Usually this is what you'll use. You just hook the hose at the campground right up to there and turn it on. It's pressurized, ready to go. All right. This one here is just a black tank flush. So you would put the hose onto here and use it to flush your black tank out. Let me show you that. Let me go back here. Okay. So you can see you've got valves here. You've got your black tank and then your gray tank. You always dump the black tank first because it's toilet water and waste, so it's dirtier water than the gray water is. The gray water is sink and shower water. So you dump the black first, then you dump the gray. And then if you leave your black valve open, you can turn on the water at the black tank flush like I just showed you and spray out the inside of your tank. This is your water heater. It's empty right now because it's winterized. You see there's your cap. It screws right on there. Okay. Works on both gas and electric. The switches to operate are inside the trailer. Never run it without water in it or else you'll damage the heating element. Okay. You have a ladder so you can go up and inspect your roof easily. You want to inspect your roof about every 3 months or so. The more the better. You just check for any kind of cracking or separation at any of the any place you see sealant or caulk. And also you want to check the membrane and the vents and things like that to make sure there's no crack or damage that will allow water to get inside. So every 90 days at least you want to inspect it. Also this housing here tells us that this is pre-wired for a backup camera. Okay. Your hose, which I showed you in the front compartment, I'm sorry, not your hose, your power cord from the front compartment plugs in right here. Okay. You also could hook your sprayer port or your sprayer to this port here, the coiled one I showed you up front. All right, so you can use it there also. All right. It is cold. It's a short summer. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what we've got here. Alright, so here's your control panel. So this is for your power awning in and out. All you have to do, remember, is to make sure before you put the power awning out that there's nothing in the way, it's not going to hit something. And also never leave it out unattended. So if you're not going to be at the campsite, you always roll it in so it doesn't get damaged by the wind or weather. Okay. Slide room out right here. Just hold your finger on the button. Like so. Alright, so your water heater, which I showed you on the outside, to light it on gas, you do this. To light it on or turn on electric power, you do it this way. Always make sure there's water in it before you turn it on, especially with the electric, but you'll damage it either way. I told you there was a water pump, which is right there. These are just lights. You can check levels. See, there's your battery level right there, so it's showing that your battery's charged. Your fresh water tank has a little bit in it, but we're still water testing it. Your black tank is empty. As it fills, it'll graduate up in 1/3 increments. Okay, gray, and so on and so forth. Okay, I'm going to pull this door shut. Find a thermostat. Hold on, let's go look. Alright, here we go. So you use mode, and you're just going to go through to furnace right there. If you keep pushing, it'll show air conditioner, that sort of thing. With the AC, if they give you an option to run it on auto, you always run it on automatic. That's the best way to go. Alrighty, so your TV obviously right here. This is your sound system. There's a remote for both of these. This will play discs. It also will stream off this USB here, right? You can also hook up with Bluetooth and stream off your phone or tablet. You know, has radio in it. 2 different speaker zones. 1 is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So you can do everything you need to do with it. Alright. Alright, let me just peek in the front here. See what we have. Alrighty. This is a hook up here for a TV up here. You got the signal and then the power right there. And this is telling us there's a mounting bracket there if you wanted to mount a mounting plate here so you can mount a bracket on it. Alright, the thing to know about this is that it's the escape window. So you can use it as a regular window just by going like that, of course. But if you were to push it all the way through, alright, and then grab a hold of this tab, this red tab, and pull it out, the screen will come out, and you can exit that way in an emergency. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what this is here. Your couch is a three panel foam couch, so it just folds out. You take the back cushions off and put them aside. Then you're going to grab it down here, fold it out, drop the legs down, and drop the back down, and you're all set. It's very quick. Okay, your table right here is in a bed position, a stowed position, so you use the back cushions and fill it in there. But you can also fold this up, obviously, to because it's a regular dinette table. All right. Microwave looks like any other microwave. It just runs on 110 AC, of course. This is your range, hood vent, and light, like so. All right, so this is your range itself. So it's very simple. You just go to light and then spark it, as you can see back there. That's all there is to it. One knob for each burner. The oven is a little different. You see, if you look back to the back down here, let me get you a better angle. Well, let me try this angle so you can see it. So that's how you spark it. So all you'll do is you go to the flame, which means pilot light. You push it in and hold it. Keep it depressed. You light the pilot light. Still continue to hold this for another 10-20 seconds or so till it heats up. Then you go to operating temperature. Cycles on and off as an oven does, but when you go off, the flame goes out, of course, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Okay, what do we got here? So this is a compressor type refrigerator. It works on 12 volt. So you'll be able to run this when you're plugged in at the campsite, or when you're pulling it down the road. As long as you've got a charge line on your tow vehicle, which they all do these days, you'll be able to run it off 12 volt going down the road. Always lock this over like this so it doesn't swing open and break. Okay, I showed you the thermostat. This is your carbon monoxide and LP gas detector. It should always be green like that. If not, get it serviced, okay? It's very important. Let's see, where is the... Okay, this over here in the bunk room is the power converter. What it does, it converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. Alright, so you can see you've got regular 12 volt, or 110 volt AC circuit breakers right here, and they're labeled just like you would at home. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here on this side, right? And you can see you got regular fuses here, and they're labeled. If any of those fuses would blow, they'll actually light up. You can see them through this tinted plastic there. Also, as long as you're plugged in to 110 AC at the campground or wherever you're at, it will keep your battery charged. So it's a battery tender also. So it does a lot of things. It has a fan. You can sort of hear it running, and when you put a load on it, it'll turn on for a few minutes and shut off, so you can barely hear it. Of course, you got two bunks, if you can see it from this close. And then you've got another two here. This table will turn into a bed just like the other one. And then you got a fold down bunk up there, so you got 4 bunks back here, which is great. Plus 2 places to sleep up here. That's 6, plus the master bedroom, so you can definitely take everybody and then a few extras. Okay. So let me see, what have I forgot here, if anything. Let me look this way. Looks like we got it all, yes. Okay, so the last thing is the bathroom. The only thing really to know, these are GFCIs here, of course. The only thing to know, you know, the sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. Now the toilet in an RV is mounted directly over the black tank. So you look down here, hopefully we can see it, there's a pedal right there. So if you step on the pedal, the black tank is directly below there. Water will swirl out and go right into the black tank. So you can't use this dry. So when you first get to the campground, you're going to hook up your power and your water. Then you'll come in here and you'll just stand on the pedal and water will swirl into it. And you put about a gallon or so, 2 gallons, whatever. It doesn't have to be exact. You just have to have some water in the black tank before you start using it. Otherwise, it'll stink and cause you all kinds of problems. So you'll definitely, let's put it this way, if you don't do that, you'll only make that mistake one time. So, okay. Also, if you just step on this pedal a little bit, you can see the trap doesn't open there. But if we were hooked up to water right now, water would come swirling out and fill up the bowl. So if you need to fill the bowl up, you just tap the pedal till it fills, and put as much as you choose to in here. You can set the water level. You have to do that each time before you use it. Okay. Also, let's see here. That's a fan. So when you're running the shower, always use the fan to pull the humidity out, so you don't get mold or mildew. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Yes, it is. So, okay. So thanks for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. And remember, I told you about going up on the roof and or having somebody go up there for you and inspecting the seals at least every 90 days. It's very important. And if you see an issue up there, some year you will, you have it taken care of immediately. Thank you.